Hi, how are you all? I hope you're all really good. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be sorting through all 170 books on my Physical TBR. Oh my word. It sounds absolutely mad. It sounds like a huge task. I'm actually really excited about it though. I hate tidying and organising and stuff like that, but when it comes to my books I absolutely love it. So the context behind why I'm doing this, in literally less than 2 weeks I am moving away to go to university, and I'm moving like over 5 hours away, so I have to decide what books I'm going to take, and I'm pretty much just going to take books that I want to read. I'm not really going to take my special editions and stuff like that. We're going to save them, keep them at home. So obviously I cannot take all 170 books on my TBR, but I have no idea what I want to take. So my TBR has got a bit out of hand in recent years. I have got a severe book buying problem and not reading books. But I'm hoping this will maybe help me get through my TBR a bit, because there's books on there that are right at the back of my TBR that I have not seen in years and that I would probably love to read, but I just don't remember that they're there and I can't get to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take every book off of the TBR. I'll show you the state it's in just now, lay it all out on my floor, organise it by genre, and then sort of go shopping in my own TBR to decide what books I'm taking away to uni with me. So I don't know how many I'm taking away to uni with me. I don't think I'm going to have that much space because I'm moving into uni accommodation, going into halls for the first year. So I think there is like a bookcase bit in my room. I've not seen my room, so who knows. And we are getting another bookcase for me to take to my room, but I'm not going to have that much space, but we're just going to wait and see. Here goes. Okay, so this is the state that my TBR is in right now. It started off that what I did was I had this TBR cart. So I had like this bookcase. It's in a bit of a mess as well. I have that bookcase. I have that bookcase up there. And I have all my floating bookshelves. I have books all the way around the side of my bed. Some people would say that's too many books. I would just say that's not enough bookshelves. Anyway, so this started off as having a TBR cart. And the cart has sort of turned into a TBR cart and lots and lots of piles. That is not a TBR pile. That is a pile of like duplicates. So I've got lots of like Harry Potters, including first editions and stuff like that, and alternate covers of some books that will not fit on there. So that's what we're looking at. There is about 170 books there. So let's get going. Imagine it was that easy. Let's get started. Oh my god, some of these books are so dusty. Oh my word. I thought that was going to take ages, but it hasn't actually. I have got them all beside me in piles. I'm going to show you. Okay, I was sitting down in that little bit there. I'm literally surrounded by books. So here is the 2 fantasy piles here. I actually don't have as many fantasy books as I thought I was going to. There's quite a few in here that I knew I had because they were near the top. Because I've only recently started getting back into my fantasy. I used to read a lot of fantasy when I was younger. But now I'm properly getting back into it. Hence why I've got all these Labour Dugos and Holly Black and stuff like that. So I am trying to get back into my fantasy. So I've got all those ones there. I had tried reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I don't know if there's still a bookmark in this. No. I've got a gorgeous cover of it. I did give up on it. I do want to go back to it though, because everyone talked about how amazing it was. And yes, I'm yet to read Iron Flame. Don't come at me. I loved Fourth Wing, so I will get round to it. I'm just a bit scared of it. These, I read a Kindle copy of this when I was away, because I knew that I had it on my TBR, but it was so hidden I didn't take it off. So I can take that off the TBR, and this I've discovered I have 2 copies of. There's another one there. I've wanted to read this for ages, and I think I just got excited and I couldn't remember if I had it or not. So one of these, I might give them away, or I'll put it up on my Bookstagram or something like that. So Then this bit over here, and that bit there actually, yeah. So this, and this are all thrillers. I didn't realise I had so many thrillers. I don't read enough thrillers to get through all this, but these are all my, well, that's not a hardcover, that's like a huge floppy paperback. But these are all my hardcovers. Some of them are absolutely gorgeous. A lot of them are really far down. This is gorgeous. This is the second book in the Amy McCulloch and Zoe Sugg series, which I loved the first one. And I think I've got a gorgeous cover of The Paris Apartment, and I've definitely got a gorgeous cover of The Midnight Feast, but it's too far down to show you just now. And I've got an old cover of Dead Man's Folly by Agatha Christie. I've never read an Agatha Christie. My granny loves them, so I don't know, I'll get round to them at some point. This whole stack, a lot of these are secondhand thrillers. I'm really, really bad for thrillers. So I'll read the blurb and be like, oh my god, that sounds amazing, and then I'll actually forget about it and never get round to it. So we've got all these ones here. Sarah Pembroke, I love her. C.L. Taylor is also an incredible author. This, the Nora Roberts one, was gifted to me. I really, really wanted to get into Kathy Reich's books. I watched the series Bones, which is based on the books by Kathy Reichs, but I started reading A Conspiracy of Bones. I mean, it's nothing like the TV series, so I don't know. I would like to read them, but I just need to start afresh. It's been a while since I read the series, so since I watched the series, oh my word. Claire McIntosh, love her books. Carna McManus is one of my favourite authors of all time. Again, that's the 50/50 Steve Caniga one. That is a gifted copy that I've not read yet. That's another Sarah Pembroke, I think. Yes, and then Claire McIntosh again. As I said, Paula Hawkins, she is the author of The Girl on the Train. Is that what it's called? I really like her books. And then just some more in there that look really, really good. I have read a book by Jessica Goodman. What did I read? They Wish They Were Us. Also, Amazon absolutely wrecked this book. It had so many of the extra pages that I had to tear off, so I've still got that bit to do. And then some more in there that looks like it'll be good, so I will try and make a dent in these. It's sort of coming around to that time of the year where I like to read thrillers. You know, recently I've got back into my romance, but that's all my thrillers. So here I have my 3 romance piles. I really, really want to start reading the Elsie Silver books, but I've got these 3, but I don't think that's the first one. I don't think it's the first 3, so I need to get those. That I just bought recently that looks incredible. I've not seen it anywhere. Love Valley Hazelwood, love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think that might be the only Taylor Jenkins Reid I've not read. Most of these have been bought because of hype on Bookstagram. These are all bought. I'm so excited to read For Miracle of With Love. I'm waiting until it gets cold again because I think it's about ice skaters. I think this I've wanted to read for ages. This I bought ages ago, ages and ages ago, and then they took, is it a series out, I think, and everyone was telling me to watch the series, but I was like, no, I need to read the book first, but I haven't got around to that. It's Colleen Hoover. I've got a few Lucy scores. I've got a Lucy score there and a Lucy score there, but certainly Things We Hide from the Light is not the first one in the series, so I kind of want to read them in chronological order. Those all look good. I just recently bought Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, so I really want to read that. Another Coho. Pretty much most of these, right. The Vari McFarlane book there. I had 2. I had that one and another one. It was had a purple cover. I really didn't enjoy the purple cover one. And then you might have seen in my last video, I did reading only blind dates with a book for a week, and one of the books was a Vari McFarlane. I enjoyed it more than the last one, but I think I've rated her books a 2-star and a 3-star, so I'm not going to get around to that anytime soon because I'm just not convinced I'm going to like her books. And then we have got a tiny stack of non-fiction here. This, Love Mrs. Hinch, bought that ages ago. These were sent to me by the author, and that I just bought recently. It sounds really, really good, but I haven't got around to reading it yet. I've got another tiny pile over here. These are just all Christmas romances. Love reading Christmas romances, but obviously I don't get around to them until Christmas time. This is my tiny pile of dystopian books. Someone please give me some dystopia recs, because it is genuinely one of my favourite genres, and this is the amount of books I've got for it. Okay, and this is my like other piles. Some of these I don't know where they go. Some of them are like YA, like Loveless and the John Greens and stuff like that. Some of them I'm not sure if they're what genre they're in. Some of them are lit fic. A lot of them are classics, actually. Some of them are historical fiction. But I just started putting them all in the same piles, and so that's the situation we've got to. So here, I've got classics like To Kill a Mockingbird. I've got these gorgeous old covers of, like, old copies of Little Women and Good Wives. I actually have never read Little Women. I really, really want to. I've watched the film, the Greta Garwick one. That's actually a gorgeous little hardcover. Oh, there we go. Found another duplicate. I had a feeling I had 2 Paper Towns by John Green. I will add that to that pile. Do you know what's quite good? Because I am decreasing my TBR just from realising that I've got duplicates. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous cover of Pride and Prejudice, which I'm ashamed to say I've never read. That's my grandpa's copy of The Complete Sherlock Holmes, which I started reading and struggled with. I forgot that I had the first to die at the end. I loved They Both Die at the End so much, even though it absolutely broke me, but I do want to get around to that. I really want to get around like Life of Pi and The Time Traveller's Wife, but I'm just too scared of them. Trainspotting, I started reading, really struggled with the language of it. I will read it at some point. Bernardine Evaristo, I have seen her books everywhere, really struggled with that book as well. I have read some of it. That book sounds really, really good. Really want to get around to things like Hamnet. I love The Fault in Our Stars, so I really want to get around to like Looking for Alaska and things like that. Girl in Pieces has been on my TBR for so long. I'm scared of it, but I really want to read it. I think I have read another Bridget Kemner book. Don't remember what it was, but I remember it being really, really good. I had never really heard of her. And then like a Jane Austen. No, read that. Really want to read Loveless. I enjoyed Solitaire. Really want to get around to these Mallory Blackmans. I read Noughts and Crosses years ago, and I was absolutely heartbroken. I was too young to be reading those books, but it just sort of traumatized me a bit, but I do really, really want to read those books. And then just some more that I want to get round to, I think. I actually have never read Twilight, so that is why this is on here. I feel like it's something I've got to do. That book was gifted to me by my English teacher, the David Mitchell one. So I will get round to all of these at some point. I actually have no idea what this is. I think it's just like a small little one. I'll maybe read it like now or soon, and I can just get it off my TBR, which would be quite crazy. Some more John Green. A bit of Charles Dickens. The Lovely Bones I have had on my TBR for a while. My mum keeps recommending it to me, so I will get around to it at some point. This, I don't know what was going through my head when I decided to buy a 1,300 page book. I really enjoy watching Les Mis, so I think in my head I was like, oh, this will be perfect. But I very much have regretted that decision. Really want to get around to that. I just got that recently. But yeah. So that is all the books. All 170, though slightly less now, because I'm able to get rid of those few duplicates I've got. I think I might put them on my Bookstagram, and anyone that wants them can have them. Yes. What was I going to say? Yes, now all I need to do is go through and decide what ones I want to take to university with me and try and get the rest of them back on that TBR cart. Preferably in a little bit more of an orderly way than they were before. This is the TBR cart. It didn't look like this to start with. Or this is what it looked like. Underneath all of those books. You can tell where the books have been sitting, but... Right, now to get it filled back up. Chickened out of organising the rest of it. And sitting down with some lunch and watching some Friends first. Okay, back to it. This doesn't look terrifying at all. There's a lot of books. Right. Let's get to it. You say it's hard to tell just what I'm thinking.
You think it's hard to see behind my smile. I'll say whatever you want, let you walk into my heart if you want to.
I never thought I would say this, but I fear I may have too many books. See, the issue is, it stressed me out because I want it to look nice. Like, I'm trying to do rainbow coloured because my shelves used to all be rainbow coloured and I absolutely loved it. It looked so aesthetic and so pretty. And then I don't remember why I changed it. I think it was because, I don't know, I think I just wanted to rearrange my bookshelves. I think I just wanted to start afresh. I might have gotten my new bookshelves and something. So then I had my floating bookshelves colour coordinated, and I had my main bookshelves alphabetised, and now those ones up there were rainbow coloured, but they're not really anymore. So I'm trying to rainbow coordinate my TBR cart, but I've just got too many books. Okay, the top shelf is done. This is the romance shelf. It looks really, really pretty. Okay, shelf 2 is finished. This is like my randoms. My literary fiction, my classics, just a bit of everything. My issue is I have got so many extra books that just don't really fit. Third shelf is done. This is the thriller shelf. Again, so many extra books. So it's looking absolutely gorgeous, but I don't know what to do with all the extras. Not to mention all of the hardcovers. And these ones over here, don't forget these. I have got so many books. Oh, it's a mess in here. This is the state we are currently in. Books everywhere. I have got a really good stack though. I've settled on 40 books for taking with me. I don't think that's a ridiculous amount. We'll see. My mum might come home and be like, there is no way you're taking 40 books down to Glasgow with you, but this is a stack I've got. These are all my these are all of the romance I'm taking. These are like the classics and literary fiction, YA, all the thrillers. I've taken a few more thrillers because it's like getting thriller time of the year. And then mostly fantasy there. There is one, what's the word I'm looking for? Dystopia, and one non-fiction. So that's the pile of books I'm taking away with me. Who knows if I'll actually get around to reading them, but let's hope so. So all I have to do now is to just find somewhere to put all the rest of these books. See, because before they were just stacked up in front of my TBR cart, but the TBR cart looks so nice the way it is. I don't want to cover all of my pretty rainbow books. Okay, I'm officially finished. I'm actually so happy with it. It's actually motivating me to properly try and get through my TBR, stick to bookbind bans, things like that, because I want it to be just the TBR cart because it looks so gorgeous. I'm also roasting. Who knew it was going to be such hard work? But yeah, it's really motivating me to try and get through my TBR properly. I'm going to show you because I'm actually so happy with it. It looks so nice.
You can ask anything, no walls between us, ain't no mess.
That shelf down in there is my thrillers. This one here is my randoms, so my lit fic, my classics, YA. This up here is all my oh my god, this all here is my romance. Up the top there is my Christmas romance. There and there is just like extras. This here is my all my hardcovers without dust jackets, because I take them off when I read them anyway, so they colour coordinate better without dust jackets. All down here are all just extras that won't fit on the shelves, and those there, they are my older books. Yes, as I was saying, it's really motivating me to get through it because I would love to be able to just have those three and maybe that as well, but just those three, and to be able to make it look even nicer. But it looks so much better than it did. Look at my pretty little, my tabbed books down there. They actually look gorgeous. Usually they're covered up too. I will do a video of talking you through all of those because they're amazing. But yes, so that's what my TBR currently looks like, and I have picked all the books I'm taking away to uni with me. So yeah, I have managed to cut my TBR down by a couple of books actually, just from finding duplicates. So that's quite exciting. But yeah, I've got all the books behind me that I'm taking away with me, which was the aim of doing this. So finally feels like it's happening now that I've sorted through my books. The most important part, because Mum was like, you need to start getting organised for uni. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorting my books today. That's the first main step. So hopefully I'm going to have room to take all 40 that I've picked. If not, I'll have to add some more back to that TBR there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different. There will be similar ones to this, I think, when I get to uni, setting up my new bookshelves and my new room and stuff like that. But yeah, you'll know when I move because the backdrop will suddenly change, and everything will be down there. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. If you'd like to like or subscribe, that would mean a lot, but the fact that you're still here watching is pretty amazing. So thank you, and I will see you all soon for another video.